Okay, people. Okay, I started recording already, but I'm going to do the introductions now. And 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Mai-Multiverse Podcast. This is Luu Sky Sapphire with my crew here. And we got brand new addition to the group, Spinel Elf. He's one of the newest members on the forum. Say hi, Elfie.
Hi, Elfie.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you very much
Bloody
for having me.
fantastic. Now, what kind of accent is that exactly? I mean, I heard. I'm not, expert on the English accents, but there's like Cockney accent and all that. What's your accent specifically called?
Lancastrian.
Lancastrian, right? That sounds sophisticated, girls.
Believe you me, it is not.
Wow.
So, wouldn't sound sophisticated to anybody from anywhere else in England, I don't think.
For some reason, us Americans, especially in like the movie business, anyone that casts an English actor, it's like, oh, he's sophisticated because he has that accent. If he was to do nothing else, if he wasn't like an advocate for something, he didn't run around the world for women's rights, whatever. It doesn't matter what he does, but as long as he has that accent, he's sophisticated.
And probably evil, it should be added.
Yeah, I could tell. You're a mastermind, according to Zwei-Bird here.
Wait, what?
What? No,
Wait.
I got you.
Huh?
I got you. Yes, I got your attention.
What did I say?
Nothing. That's the point.
No, I think I'm more of a tiny man myself, but well, that's just me.
I'm just enjoying that accent. It's just very pleasing to my English philology ear. Like it's like proper British. I am very happy right now.
Oh, calm your panties.
just one.
Just a while.
That's a very good use of the singular.
And also, returning to the podcast is Franny. Say hi, Fran.
Hi there.
Hey there. Our own Philippines princess is here. complete with mommy petite figure, gracing her profile pic. And no one is a more hardcore fan of Mai-Otome than her. No one. I love Madoka Rebellion. I love that movie to death. But man, she's seen it more than I did. I watched it maybe 10 times, which is a lot for a movie, for an anime movie. But she watched it maybe 600, going on 700.
Hey, that's too much.
Yeah.
No, that's too much. I only just watch it like 50 times.
I love that movie so much, and it never gets old. Like, never.
Yeah.
It's damn good. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the greatness of Mami and that awesome shootout fight with Homura. We're here to talk about Nina Wang. Now, Now, there are so many characters out there in animation that honestly, they're complex, but for some reason they have very clear goals. But at the same time, they're not very complex. They're kind of like one-dimensional. But Nina fits in that category where her goals in the series are super direct. She wants what she wants from the get-go, but at the same time she's a complex character because there's so much going on within her and all the goings on around her. Like, for example, she is someone of misguided love. She has pride, and she has a little bit of jealousy, not a Tomoe level, but she has a little bit of jealousy, and she puts blame on others. And for today's topic, I want to discuss this because with all these things going on with her, was she really justified in what happened eventually with her siding with Grand Duke Nagi and killing a bunch of innocent people, millions of people? If you thought Shizuru Fujino caused a bloodbath, that's nothing. I saw Nina tear through cities and murdered thousands of people. And so, but all this is why? Well, where do I begin? First off, let's start with the small part. What I think is the jealousy part of it. Ever since Arika showed up, she's been like on a jealous phase. Not as bad as Tomoe, like I said. Not as bad as Tomoe. But she sees that Arika is like getting attention, and Sergei notices her, and and also remembered her. She thought she remembered her birthday first, and all that, yada yada yada. And it's like she gets annoyed by Arika. Not so much because they still talk, every now and then they have the little friendly moments. But then later on, when all the shit went down, and she accused Arika of Elliot's death, not Elliot. Erstein's death. She put blame on her and went on a rage fit, and that's why she went with Grand Duke Nagi. Then the next thing is also her pride. I think she has a lot of pride in being, when she's revealed to be the real princess, she took pride in that, and before that she took pride in being Otome, a great one, so she can impress Sergei, I guess. But unfortunately, once again, that pride was hurt because Arika once again interfered with her, but not directly though, so that's it. And then finally, the biggest, the top of the mountain with her. The misguided love, and I call it that because kind of like Shizuru Fujino, Sergei is a father to her, and nothing more to me. But she sees him as more than that. And through him getting injured, being in danger against the enemy, or is the enemy opposing Grand Duke Nagi, she sees everyone as a threat to him. I don't. To be honest, after a while, I think she could give a rat's ass about the kingdom and Garderobe in general. She just wanted to be with Sergei after a while, and that kind of hurt her character. Not hurt her character, but in the context of the story, where I do see it as it wasn't justified, her actions, because I think that she had a lot of issues that she needed to sort out. She's a hothead, and there was no excuse for murdering all those innocent people. So her actions to me weren't justified. They could have been handled if she and Arika would just work things out in a diplomatic way. But it's kind of hard to do that because Arika herself wasn't matured yet. But at the same time, Nina shouldn't have jumped the boat and been manipulated. But I gotta admit, her manipulation was a lot more convincing than, say, Anakin from Star Wars. He was manipulated easily. Nina was manipulated with stages and everything building up. And Nagi noticed this, too. He noticed these things with Nina. So that's why he thought she was perfect to man the harmonium and cause a bunch of chaos. So I want to first take it around a little bit. Let's start with you, Zwei-Bird.
Oh my God, we're starting with me.
Damn right I'm starting with you, because I didn't start with you last week, or did I? I don't remember.
No, not last week, but...
Yeah. Well, the podcast before that. So let me ask you, was Nina's actions justified, and do you understand the way she felt throughout the entire series leading up to that, or do you think that, no, she should have handled it better, no matter what happened and what was, thrown in her path?
Well, I mean, I do understand how she feels, and I do think she could have handled things better, but I don't think her actions were justified. I don't like to justify murder in any context. Like, it's always a terrible thing, even when it's like revenge and if people have the every right to murder other people. I just think that's not a thing that should be done. But right. I do like that Nina portrays this sort of raw emotion of feeling all of this, and that it's not really treated like, oh my God, she's so stupid for doing this, because people do feel that way, really, when they're upset. And Nina very convincingly portrays that emotion of just raw anger and frustration, the combination of all of that. So I'm really happy that we get to see that, because usually with like teenage girls, when they're being emotional, they're just portrayed as, oh my God, they're just whining on, or oh my God, she's just being so silly, because Nina is a teenage girl. She's like 14. That's barely anything. That's 14 years old.
Yeah, but at least she had reasons. She had her reasons. That it wasn't just for nothing. She had reasons to go after what she wanted. Sergei becoming the best Otome of all time. All that stuff. It's just a
really clever execution of her being a powerful Otome who is a teenager, who is going through an emotional turmoil, who is being used by Nagi, who is torn between kind of, the country, her duty, because, Nagi's country, the Artai doesn't have an Otome at all. So Nina and Nao actually were both designed to be Artai's Otomes.
Yeah.
The first Otomes Artai ever had. And it just... The whole conflict, I think, is really beautifully executed. And I just really like, the serious, determined Nina slowly, breaking down, portraying the entire emotional state of this exhausting situation.
Because at first she seemed like the ideal Otome. She took it seriously, kind of like Miss Maria does, and she was damn good at being a choral. She was the top choral in the class, in all the academy even. So she was very good and the ideal Otome at the time. But because of her temper, because of so many issues, personal issues in her life, it just went haywire, and that's what led this to that. So. And, of course, Arika was a spark in that, but to be honest, Arika didn't really do anything directly to her. That's what bothers me. If Arika was trying to be this obstacle in her path, then I would understand, but she wasn't trying to be. Yeah, it just happened.
It's very much a Tomoe kind of situation, actually, now that I think, where Arika isn't really a threat to both of them, and yet they perceive her that way.
It's like blame Arika for everything.
Well, I mean,
you dropped your glass on the floor and you made a mess. Blame Arika. Just blame her for everything.
Well, that's not exactly the same, but Arika isn't exactly the bad person there. But I mean, I did think Nina. I like Nina's return in Zwei because Nina was fantastic in there.
Yeah, well, we're not going to discuss that because that was her redemption, but we're going to stay behind that though.
I am glad she got redemption though. She got both the villain part, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she did get redemption.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
It is. Yeah.
And I just think that that she displays regret and tries to redeem herself afterwards because she can still use Otome powers in Zwei, meaning that she didn't progress her relationship with Sergei, even though she could because he lost all his memory.
Yeah,
but
well, once she got her, actually she doesn't have Otome powers until she acquires the Neptune.
Yeah, but she still has the nano machines and everything.
That's true. Yeah,
she's still able to be Otome even though she
can't use
the gem.
Yeah, she's had nothing. Yeah, she had nothing to activate it. That's all. So you have a lot of good points there. Do you want to continue, or that's it for now?
I think for now that's it. I believe everybody else has some amazing points to contribute to that.
Yeah, I'm going to go now to... Let's try Elfie this time. Elfie. So do you feel that Nina's actions were justified?
Yes, I actually do think she was justified.
Wow, really? Go ahead. Yeah. Explain it.
Well, first off, I think she's probably the person who has the most extensive backstory.
Yeah, that's true.
You actually see quite a lot of her memories with Sergei. After, of course, she becomes the Otome, as what I said, that's what she was basically sent there for, and that's why Sergei was paying her way through, alongside Nao. Of course, Nao gets columned off, so to speak. Sergei's basically sort of her knight in shining armour, isn't he? So everything is geared towards building that relationship, so to speak, with him.
Right.
One of the main things is, I was thinking along the lines of the Geneva Convention, whereas just following orders is not an excuse. Whereas for an Otome, it basically could be construed in that way, because if you were following your master's orders, she has an unhealthy relationship with her master in that she's basically his dog's body, as opposed to say Mashiro and Arika, because in their case it's actually Mashiro who gives the speech to Rosalie and Laula as they're alongside the Valkyries, and she's basically telling them, think for yourselves, don't just do this just because this is what's happened. Your masters are saying this, and even so, the masters are saying that because they've been coerced by the harmonium.
Right.
So I think it's the question of that. It's the balance within the relationship as well. The relationship is far too weighted towards Nagi, so that he gets most of the blame. I mean, Nina gets disgraced and such like, but she does get the chance to redeem herself. Nagi, not so much. See,
that's true. That's true. He's
still in desperate jail or whatever it is at the end of the
Yeah, and when he tries to call Natsuki, like, so since I helped you, can you let me out now? Hello. But yeah, I know what you're saying. But you feel like in general, like aside from the pointing fingers at Nagi, which by the way is a good argument because he did weave webs around her, but at the same time
he's a master
feel
manipulator, isn't he?
He is. He's a damn good one at that. he was better at it in Otome than he was in Hime, in my opinion.
Well, he was just the dog's body in Hime, wasn't he? Really?
Oh yeah. It's a lap dog. Lap dog right there. But in here, aside from the pointing fingers at Nagi, you feel that her strong, and I mean strong, affection and bond with Sergei is, you sympathize with that so much where it's like you understand why she did it.
Yeah. Well, her relationship with Arika, it's even at the beginning when they actually have the battle to see who attends Gardra.
Yeah, their first dance battle. Yeah.
Yeah. When she's actually fighting, she doesn't simply want to defeat Arika. She wants to completely destroy her. Thus, taking up because she has the Luu Sky Sapphire, and she risks reminding Sergei of what is on the face of it, something rather ridiculous. It's somebody he had a crush on when he was a teenager. But it transpires that he's putting Arika through the school thereafter and funding her education, basically because of that. Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was going to say, which hurts her further. It's like when he's taking Arika under his wing, sort of, and taking care of her here and there. It's like, she's trying to, make her mark on everything. It's like, okay, I'm still better than her. I'm going to prove it to you.
Yeah, but she's had a traumatic childhood. I mean, Sergei's probably the first person who's ever shown her any sort of semblance of affection.
Yeah, even after you shot him, he still gives you affection. So yeah.
I mean, she's a victim of people trafficking and all of that malarkey. She's in a terrorist base, well, what's called a terrorist base. It's probably supporters of one of Nagi's competitors.
Right.
She's had a particularly nasty childhood, so she wants to do everything for him. He's a knight in shining armour, as I said, and it's absolutely no wonder that she eventually falls in love with him.
Falls in love with him, yes.
And I think that one of the things is that isn't perhaps justified in Nick's case. She believes that, Sergei's blue star remains Lerena says, but it's actually her from the moment that he meets her, effectively.
Yeah.
Seeing his memories, as she's sort of imploring him to sleep with her, to take away her power. I mean, you see his memories, and it's his memories of things he's taking pride in, of Nina as his daughter. So I think she had nothing to worry about on that score.
Yeah, that's kind of true. And what do you think about the lives that she's taken through her actions? I mean, the power of harmonium is... Okay, let's put it this way. The Otome in general, there's a fine line between them being people and them being weapons. They're basically the real world's equivalent of nuclear weapons.
Pretty much.
And when she's unleashed by Grand Duke, and she doesn't really question it. I don't think you guys probably remember better than I do, but that'd be sad, right? Because I'm the master of this series.
That's absolutely.
But if she showed any remorse towards the people, I don't think so. But I do. But even though we're not including Zwei,
sorry, can I just say that I believe she does show remorse, because when she's up there, she's speaking about the people who have lost their lives as a result of her actions. She certainly shows more remorse than Nagi ever does.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's a psychopath, basically.
Yeah, I remember that in Zwei, but I don't remember that in the Otome. Did it happen in Otome, the remorseful?
I'm sure at the end there, when she's talking about the people who she's killed, and Arika is telling her she still wants to get to know her better and such like.
Yeah.
It's even playing on her mind when she has a conversation with Tomoe when the other Otome arrive.
Yeah. It's just, it was such a massacre, and at that point I was like, I don't want, because I'm on the Arika side of things where I want Nina to pay for what she's done, but I don't want her killed. She's not the villain that you want to see destroyed. She's not like a Kyubey or something like that. You want to see Nina actually, be converted back, but someone understanding and more powerful than her has to do it. And luckily, Arika was the one qualified for that. So I didn't want to see Nina pay for her actions in an extreme way, but I was just hoping that she would be remorseful. Just to show, like, okay, there's more sympathy on her now.
Well, we kind of do get that in Zwei. I mean, she goes through the...
She's super sorry about what she's done.
Well, she goes through the entire thing because she wants to now help Arika, destroy Yuno.
Yeah.
Which is, she doesn't have to do that because she has...
So Yeah,
but
she has to go through a lot of Indiana Jones traps inside Fuka Academy to do so.
But she does that nonetheless, and I just kind of... I like Zwei Nina a lot because I think she really got, like, a good redemption arc.
That's her redemption arc, yeah.
Yeah,
and I mean, if what?
Oh, no, go ahead, Elf. It's still Elfie's turn, so let him talk. What were you going to say, Elf?
So I was just going to say that it's when Ribbon-chan basically comes along and says that she would use her slave gem to summon the slave to fight against Yuna, that she actually offers to make the contract with Mashiro.
Yeah, and this scene blew me away. It connected so well with the audience when you watch it. When she hears Ribbon-chan say that, she briefly sees Erskine say the exact same thing, and which is poetic because they're both Schwartz, Erskine and Ribbon-chan. So it's like Nina's reminded, and then she's like, "Oh my God, that the epiphany she just got." So yeah, it's definitely her redemption story for sure. I just wish that she kind of realized that earlier. But I'm going to look back on the last episode. You said 26 is when she expresses her remorse?
I do seem to remember it, yes. Yeah, but I mean, I'm going from memory, so... I'm
going from memory too. I've seen the series so many times, but I've been putting it off lately because I'm waiting for those damn Blu-rays to come out here. so I'm going by memory lately, and I watch episodes bits by bits every day. I watch a random episode every chance I get. But yeah, do you want to add anything else to that, Elfie?
No, I think that covers anything. Everything
okay.
I was trying to say. Eventually.
Awesome. Eventually. All right. So let me go next to Lerena. Now, Lerena, do you feel Nina's actions were justified?
No.
No, right?
Yeah, no.
And why is that?
Well, the entire thing was just creepy to me. But putting it from a different perspective than just it being creepy,
okay.
I think that honestly she should have not done some things she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she killed all those people. It wasn't really a good thing that she did that. And
yes.
I think that even if she was manipulated to do it, I think that she should have known better than that by that age. I mean, come on. I know she's only 14, but she should have known better than that, at least.
Yeah, because you have a point that she's mature for her age.
Yeah.
So she should have known better than that.
Yeah, but
and you know what the Otome's role is.
Yeah, but there's also, I think that to some extent Sergei is also to blame because he didn't stop it. He just,
yeah.
I mean, he didn't bring her up to know the difference between...
Oh, wait, Franny.
What?
Oh, someone's talking to Franny in the background.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay?
Someone...
Oh, no, it's okay. Continue, Lorena.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Sergei didn't bring her up to know the difference between... She doesn't know love very well, so she could just as easily be misguided because she wasn't brought up right. I don't know if I can really...
Well,
like...
No, I'm gonna help you out a little bit because even though he doesn't do it anymore, obviously, and he doesn't enjoy it, I rip on Sergei a lot, so so I'm gonna be nice to him and with the truth and say that he doesn't do this anymore, but he has a past of murdering people. So he was a pretty violent person back then. So maybe, yeah, those flashbacks.
Yeah,
so
yeah, he just doesn't seem like a very good father figure to me. I mean, there's this scene, I think, where Arca tried to kiss him or something.
Yeah.
And for a second he was like, wait a minute, she's Nina's age, Nina's age, whatever. And I'm like, dude, obviously, why are you letting this happen?
Yeah. If he had an open opportunity to let that go all the way, I think he probably would have. I mean, he was blushing when Marika was naked under his shirt.
Oh, dear heavens.
When they were hiding from the Aswad.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, whoa, dude. Like, seriously. If it were me, I would have just put her like in a corner there, like next to a fire, or something like that. And like, okay, I don't need to look at you. But he was like, holding tight.
Dear heavens.
Keep your yeah.
So
that's where that's where the pedophile jokes come from.
Yeah, but it kind of seems like those jokes are spin on the actual truth.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure 100%, but you gotta admit he does. I don't know. I mean, he's turned on by the idea, but I don't think he would actually do it.
Yeah, but we just don't know.
That's just me being nice to him. That's all. Because I'm trying to be, we make the jokes all the time. I'm just trying to be, fair with the character. But
well,
it does seem like he would, And that's sad because when we first were introduced to him, he was flirting with a really attractive woman, on his way to Wimbloom City. And he's like, he's flirting with this hot, gorgeous girl, a woman on that sand boat ship thing. And you're like, okay, he's into that, right? No, he's into the younger crowd, as we find out later on. And then when Nina kissed him, that was where I was like, okay, you should have pulled away. I mean, maybe he was in no position to because she had, first of all the power in the universe now. So
I would have preferred to die.
No, even then, he's still her father. So he should have been like, no, I can't do that. So, but he didn't sleep with her. I know that. I can say that for him. He did not sleep with her.
Well, that's good at least, but still.
That's good.
It's just so creepy. He creeps me out. I can't give him slack on that. It creeps me out.
And because of this, you feel that it's a lot of Nina's actions were because of Sergei?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that even if Nina didn't know better, he definitely should have known better.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the blame on him because that's just what I do when I see something like that happen.
Yeah, that's I don't know, that's more of a Sergei flaw more than Nina's is. But you should have known better too. I mean, you knew this man as your father your whole life, so
yeah.
Treat him as such. I mean, there's plenty of guys out there on Earl, aren't? I mean, they can't, and girls, they can't all be, Why does that be him? Why does it got to be him? But I know why. I'm just saying that he's just, this is not the guy for you. In that way,
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, she should have been happy that he was involved in her life. Period.
Yeah.
So, that's the most you can get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's like I said, Nina, she has straightforward goals as a character. But she is super complicated as a character.
Yeah.
Super complicated.
I do understand that's very complicated, and it can be a bit difficult to pretty much justify those kinds of actions because mostly she did things that we don't really like to see.
Yeah.
Like if this happened in real life, we probably wouldn't. Nina probably would be in jail or something.
Well, if they can stop her.
Yeah, true.
If Nina existed by real world rules and standards, it should be like there were people on CNN arguing back and forth about is she dangerous, is she a weapon, should we lock her up? Should we leave her alone? Blah, 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 blah. I'm glad they did not bring that in there, but I gotta admit, Otome did bring some real-world elements in there because there is political shit going on.
Yeah.
So, but that point, though, with Nina, she already, the Grand Duke already took over everything. So nobody had a say in anything. Yeah, all the other nations and kingdoms were saying, oh, what should our next move be? Should we join up with them or should we fight them back? But it was pretty much settled that Nina was with the winning team at that time, and whoever opposed her was going to be destroyed. And she didn't. She caused a body count so high, I think it went beyond Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman.
Wow. I do think
because whole cities were destroyed, and with thousands living in those populations. So she killed a lot of people. But because of Zwei, I know Zwei doesn't count right now in this conversation, but I do forgive her because I think becoming an Otome again and joining Arika and saving the entire planet from the alien Yuna, that was her big redemption moment. That was to say, okay, we apologize for that, but don't do it again.
Yeah.
Don't do it again.
I think Nagi was also to blame, too.
Yes.
He
Elfie had a point.
Did something to her on purpose.
Yeah, that's what Elfie had a point with, that Nagi was definitely the big instigator in this whole thing.
Yeah.
He's good with words. That guy is suave with words. That's why you can get what he wants. He's like a real-life asshole. Real life assholes win a lot. But, man, they go down hard when they finally get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah, that's so true. It's very true. It might happen with Donald Trump soon. But anyway, the point. But yeah, is there anything else you want to add on to that?
Not really. I think I've said everything I can about repeating myself over and over.
Yeah. We all know you don't like Sergei. I don't like him much either. I mean,
yeah.
So he has more going on than Tate, but that's as far as it goes.
Yeah.
That's damning him with faint praise, I think, is that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And by the way, let's be honest, before we go to Franny, who thought Sergei was the Tate of this universe? I didn't. He looked completely different, in my opinion.
He looks nothing like Tate, really.
He kind of looks like what Tate would look like if he was older, to me, at least.
Yeah. So you thought he was like the new Tate, then? You were one of those people.
Yeah, well, he does look like Tate like if he was older. He doesn't look exactly like Tate because he's older, but still.
Yeah. He looks like that guy from Attack on Titan. Oh, wait, I shouldn't say that.
I have never watched that. I don't know who you're talking about.
Attack on Titan came out after Otome, so they stole the design from my-HiME. What about you, Alfie? Did you think he was the new Tate, or was he a different character like I did?
Well, I understand that the gentleman who played Tate was fired or something.
Yeah.
At the end of my-HiME, so
that story is still not clear what happened. He was fired because he gave away the ending to episode 26 or something. That's a rumor. I don't know if that's confirmed true or not.
Yeah, but the Tate of the Mai-Otome is the gentleman seen in silhouette with Mai.
Yep, that's
lover,
it. That's the real Tate right there. We'll never see him because he's been blacklisted, literally.
Wow.
Yeah, literally. He's there, and then it poof, and then the silhouette of Mai grabs him, and like, oh.
He's probably busy telling her about how he can't hold his sword or something like that. So his dodgy knee.
Mai's like, why did you have to give away the ending to episode 26? Now I can't be with you. Now I'm stuck with Mikoto for the rest of my goddamn life. Which is not a bad thing, by the way, because now they're canon, in my opinion. And that'll be another discussion, by the way, about Mikoto. You know what I'm talking about. Is she the same Mikoto from Hime? I think so. But we'll discuss that another time, though. Franny, it's your turn.
Oh.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you feel that Nina's actions were justified? No matter whether the Grand Duke was involved, her feelings for Sergei, or the jealousy with Arika, do you feel it was justified?
No.
No.
No. I mean, again, just like what the others have pointed out, I was thinking the same because, for me, 14 years old, is, not different, from adults. 14-year-old, a 14-year-old person should already think what's right and what is wrong. That's
right.
That's the problem because even here in even in the real world, let's say for example that a 13-year-old girl does this or a 14-year-old does that. It's like, what is going on? It's like they can already discern what's right and what's wrong, and that they still do the wrong thing anyway. Something like that. So, but in Nina's case though, she was manipulated. So even if maybe she's feeling that she doesn't want to murder people and all that, but the thing is she's being manipulated by Nagi. So she didn't she didn't have much choice to like what do you call that, to resist that to resist the manipulation, because Nagi, right? And although he's not like Kyubey, but yeah, but
no, I place Kyubey on the top list of most evil.
Yeah, so he's not like Kyubey, so I think that's the only consolation that I can think about there. No, at least he's not like Kyubey. So, but yeah, when it comes to that, Nina didn't have that much chance to fight back the manipulation, because it's already there. What can she do, right? So and remember that part or episode where Arika with Mai, they took off from the Black Valley, and then when she saw that Arika was there, you noticed that Nina was relieved, right? So meaning she was there's still like a little bit of hope that Arika can turn things around.
Yeah.
So
that is true. That's a very good point.
So deep inside her, she's there's that feeling that she doesn't want to do that, or she really didn't want to be in a position where she ends up killing people or mass murdering, but yeah, she just didn't have a chance to like fight it back. I mean, Lerena was right. She should have known better. I think she knows. It's just that the circumstances were just, it's just that she didn't have the chance to just resist the manipulation. She just went along with it. She didn't have she didn't have much time or chance to fight it back. So I think that's it. But yeah, it's still not justifiable for me, because no matter what happens, killing people or murder is not something that I would ever justify ever, even if if it serves even if it serves a purpose, just like what Kyubey does. So no.
that furthers her complexities a little bit, because on one hand she is she's calm. There are parts where she's like calm and relaxed and acting rationally. Like when she showed up and saw Sergei on the ground there, and she saw Arika, and then goes to Sergei, and then noticed that he was he had a wound, and that made her snap. So even post joining Nagi, she had moments of being rational and being calm and not causing any murder of anything. But when she sees Sergei injured, she immediately blames it on who, and then she just breaks out and breaks loose, and then nothing can stop her. And even Miyu, who tried to counterattack, they couldn't stop her. So Nina's anger comes from Sergei, really.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all like just seeing him hurt, and what have they done, and she's not in control of her emotions. I think those are the best villains, I think, most interesting ones anyway, that can't control their emotions. They're not perfect at all. Yeah, they act like temper tantrums. She had temper tantrums. Like how could you and all that, and Miyu was like, oh god, guys, you better get the fuck out of here. Let me summon Artemis in my arm. Oh wait, first the Elizabeth has to merge with my arm, and then bam, and then blew up everything. I want to discuss the Elizabeth someday.
Good. What do you want to discuss about it?
Everything. Where does it come from? Why is it here?
Well, it carries Alyssa's DNA.
Yeah, but is it her from Hime?
Well, probably.
Probably.
Well, because there's no official connection between Otome and Hime, so we can really just speculate. But
that's not true, because
there's no confirmed connection.
Firm connection, yeah. There's a lot of Easter eggs, that connect the two.
So that's why we speculate about it, but,
Yeah, like the biggest one, and we're not going to discuss the whole thing. That'll be another time, but I want to discuss the biggest one. Cat Goddess Mikoto is Mikoto Minagi in the future. She's thrilled to see Mai again because the original Mai passed away somehow. So I think by capturing the reincarnated Mai, that was like, something from the past that she wanted back so much that she'd do anything to get her back. So yeah, we'll discuss that another time though. That's the connections. Plus what Lena Sayers saw in the book, the orphan that fought Harry that day in Akane. All the events of my-HiME seem to be chronicled in this book that she found. So, yeah, we'll talk about that another time. But, yeah, Franny, I agree with majority of what you said. A lot of it was manipulation, and Sergei was a trigger, is what I call it, a trigger for a lot of the actions that she's caused. I just don't side with her all the way, though, but I don't hate her either. I do hate Nagi, though. I hate him because he's the one that he directly is responsible for that. Because even if you gave Nina a pass, then that means that you can't give him a pass because he directly gave her the orders to use the harmonium, and with that's when the mayhem started. So it all goes back to that asshole. He caused the whole thing. But if you think that Nina is directly responsible because she didn't stop herself or didn't show any restraint, then you're not wrong either. So to be honest, what we learned from today is that everybody's right. Everybody. It's because of a complex character, there's no right or wrong answer here. She did a lot, she caused a lot without holding back, but at the same time, there were reasons why these things happened.
Well, I mean, if people can forgive Fujino for murdering people without any remorse, like she's clearly not regretful about that.
Fans will never admit that.
But
Fujino
I think with such a complex character as Nina, it's not good. But if people can forget Fujino, if people can forgive Fujino, then I think the same rule should apply to Nina, because if not, that's just some hardcore hypocrisy, like right there.
And Nina was so dangerous for everyone to contend with. Even Mikoto herself clearly stated that, you're not as strong as that harmonium girl. and it's shown later that Cat Goddess had trouble holding her back using that barrier. So even she couldn't beat her. So, but that's another thing I want to discuss in the future with Arika. Is actually no, we can discuss it now as a bonus round because it's a very small topic I want to go over with right now.
Okay.
So we're done with Nina, but we're going to shift a little bit into Arika's direction with this because of what I just said. Cat Goddess clearly stated that Nina is more powerful than she is, but before Arika trained with the Cat Goddess, she was nowhere near that strong because during their sparring, Cat Goddess pretty much kicked the living crap out of Arika. and she wasn't even trying. But for some reason, an off-screen 3-day training or whatever time span that was, Arika was finally good. And this is without using the full power of the Blue Sky. So I'm not going to pass it around. Everyone can answer at the same time. Do you guys think that what the hell did she? What kind of training do you think Cat Goddess gave Arika to become so much more powerful in just 3 days? It's never. That's the only thing in Mai-Otome that was never explained. It just happened, kind of like Yoda and Luke Skywalker. They trained. Yoda trained Luke Skywalker for a few days,
Maybe
and all of a sudden, and he's the most powerful Jedi of all time. Same thing here.
I can't really come up with a decent explanation.
How about you, Alfie? Do you think anything?
My ramen.
Is that like a protein drug?
Maybe.
Well, you never know what they put in the ramen over there, do you?
Yeah, man, that's a magic. That could explain why Mai is also so OP. Because when she goes into the Battle of Garderobe, as I call it, she's like wiping out slaves easily, just like in the title. It's the same animation from the title opening. That.
It's so satisfying to watch, really.
It's so awesome, and Nagi's I can't believe Nagi's not impressed by any of it. He's like, yeah, just throw more out there.
Well,
just keep throwing them slaves.
Well, he knows that he will get the ultimate power like one day, so he's like not impressed. Like
no, it's not even that. It's like it's just a picture. His little war propaganda has a picture of like thousands of slaves in the poster, and it says, "Go ahead, destroy them. We'll make more." It doesn't matter how much you destroy.
It never ends.
And I love that battle so much. That fight is 25 minutes long if you edit it all together. I used to have the video before Funimation said I couldn't upload those anymore. But that whole fight is, when you edit it together, is 25 minutes long. It's so cool. It's probably my favorite fight in the whole Mai-Otome series, with the exception of maybe Shiznat in 25. But anyway, so yeah, there's really no explanation for how it happened. I mean, yeah, maybe Elfie's the magic ramen did it. Eating the magic ramen made her OP all of a sudden.
Well, I mean, I think it is a plot hole that we cannot really resolve because
But I guess it doesn't matter anymore, because once she got the Luu Sky Sapphire full power, then okay, now she can go toe to toe with Nina. Fair. They're on even balance level now. So, but before that, she was just you would never like she blocked Tomoe's attack. She just ran right through her and took all these shots, and she did. I never seen Arika move like that before. Before that episode, before she was kind of sluggish and not very graceful yet. But after training with Mikoto, she was a beast all of a sudden. So that's I like it. I just wish that we could have seen that. We should have spent 2 episodes with that.
But they could have done an omake about it, actually.
Yeah, omake, yeah. Right, exactly. They could have done that. I would have preferred 2 episodes, but then again, anime, doesn't want... No, we do 26 episodes every time. We never go 28. That's not...
There's always a set amount of episodes.
Most anime these days are not going that long. They're going up to 13. Kind of like Madoka. But anyway, so there's no explanation for that. So yeah, just magic ramen and perhaps some special off-screen training. But it's really cool though, because once she gets the blue sky power, that's when I'm like, yeah, that's a crowd-pleasing moment for me when that happens, because it happens after an emotional reunion with her mother, and then bam, she looks like she descends. She's like floating in the air and descends slowly like a god.
Well, she never unlocks the Artemis version of Blue Sky though that Lena had.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, Lena is like if Lena and Arika fought each other, Lena would still win because she's one level above her. Yeah,
she's level 3.
Yeah, level 3, and Arika only reached level 2. So, I always wanted. I think Arika has more heart, but Lena is more aggressive.
I mean, Lena has also like a lot more training experience, I think, than Arika, because she's older. I mean, that's.
But she took out the columns like they were like amateurs.
Like, lol, no. But I mean, Arika did take out the Harmonium Nina, which is also, pretty impressive.
And with Nina's help, took out Yuna. So and Yuna, I give Yuna a lot of credit. But Yuna, the alien that took over that took the shape of Fumi's likeness.
Yeah, the pink-haired one.
Yeah, it's
the giant one.
Yeah, it's an alien being that crashed onto Earl and took the forms of the predecessor and all that. So people are always confused about that. Like, is that really Lady Fumi they're fighting? No, it's not. It's an alien that took. Yeah, it's Yuna. But I give Yuna credit because she took out Shizuru. She took out Miss Maria. That's it. That to me is impressive enough. And she took out Miss Maria when she was materialized.
Didn't she take out Haruka and Nao as well?
It took out Haruka. Haruka got one.
Nao definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and Miyu. Oh my god.
Haruka got one good hit off her before, but, I didn't kill her, but still. She's like, I'm not going to let you get a flawless victory on me, so she throws her mace at her face.
That's Haruka for you.
And then she took out Juliet. No, it's now. Oh, sorry, Juliet.
Juliet suits her better, really. I do like Juliet.
But that was the coolest part about it, that she took out two strong enemies. But if Lena were to fight Harmonium Nina and Yuna, could she beat them? Probably. I don't know.
Probably.
Possible.
It's Lena. Come on.
I mean, wait, hold on. I'm trying to. I got it. So M9 beat Miyu, but Lena beat M9. Now, Miyu couldn't beat Harmonium Nina, and Super Arika beat Harmonium Nina. So that means Super Arika and Lena are kind of almost on the same level.
Possible.
Because she could beat M9, and M9 went toe to toe with Lena for a long time. So maybe they are the same playing field. It's just that one is a little bit stronger because of an extra level. It's possible. What do you think, Elfie?
Now that I think that Lena could probably beat anybody on a day.
Yeah.
Because she can. There's so many of her.
I mean, you see how fast she moved in space? Holy shit.
And I mean, it's Lena.
Lena, yeah. I mean, she can take out Dragon Ball Z characters. Because the majority of them can't breathe in space.
Well, in
all
fairness, most people could take out Dragon Ball Z characters. Oh, bird!
What?
Apply ice to a burned area. My apologies goes to Dragon Ball Z fans.
I think the only question there also is if Lena Sayers can beat the bald guy.
The bald guy.
Yeah, the bald guy that goes around in memes.
One Punch Man?
Yeah.
But to be honest, One Punch Man doesn't count as a character, and this is the biggest reason why. He's purposely unstoppable. Mm-hmm. So he's like a joke character.
That's the entire joke with him.
He's a joke with him, yeah. So there's no point in using him because nobody would fight him. You're like, are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Yeah. So he's the character to make fun of guys like Goku and Superman, where they're supposedly invincible, but they're not. So.
Yeah, but
But I gotta say this, Franny. You know who can beat One Punch Man easily? The Akuma Homura.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's not. She could do anything.
Exactly.
And Sailor Moon with the full power of the crystal, because she could do anything with that too. So.
Ooh, Usagi.
When Usagi goes into full-on plot device mode. Not plot device. Deus Ex Machina mode. There's nothing can stop her. Nothing. You'll either be killed, or you'll revert back to your goodness. So yeah, that's what happens. But yeah, so that's our show, everyone. Hope you enjoyed listening to us prattle on about Nina and Arika a little bit, and we'll see you next month for another rousing edition of Mai-Multiverse Podcast. I don't know what the next topic is going to be. Don't ask me, please. Don't bug me about it, but it will be announced sooner or later. So, yeah. So, thanks for listening to us, listeners. Almost burped there. And
all 7 of them.
Yeah, this burp interrupted me. And have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All 7 of you.